Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into something that sounds simple but is actually, surprisingly tricky. Managing local sports. We're going to see how the right digital tools can take a whole lot of chaos and turn it into a real, thriving community.
So let's start with this question. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're at a local tournament, and on the surface, it looks pretty straightforward. But have you ever stopped to think about what's happening behind the scenes to keep it from just falling apart? It can be a real headache. And that headache really boils down to one huge challenge. It's this constant juggling act. You're trying to manage the physical spaces, all the different people involved, and of course, the money. And when I say juggling, I mean it. Think about it. You've got to manage the big facilities, like a whole stadium, but also the tiny details, like which badminton court is free. You're creating schedules, you're coordinating players, coaches, even the fans. And on top of all that, you're handling all the communication. It is a massive logistical puzzle. So how in the world do you start to solve this with a digital system? Well, it all begins with a key person, the facility manager. Their whole job is to build that digital foundation. Let's pretend they're setting up a tournament called the DDS Center Badminton Open.
And it's actually a pretty simple two-step process to get started. First, the manager registers the actual building, the physical place, and pins its exact location on a map. Then, step 2, they go in and add the specific things people can actually book, like the individual courts themselves.
And this little distinction is absolutely critical. The facility is the where, it's the building. The equipment is the what, the actual court people are going to use. You have to get this digital foundation right, because everything else builds on top of it.
Now here's where it gets really smart. This same manager can go in and block out specific times when a court is not available to the public. This is perfect for, say, a private school team practice. It just completely gets rid of any chance for double bookings. It's a total game changer. Okay, so the digital venue is all set up, it's ready to go. Now the baton gets passed to someone new, the event manager. It's their turn to take that digital space and actually bring the tournament to life. And the first thing they do is pick an event category. And this simple choice is surprisingly powerful. Look here, a tournament with coach is visible to everybody. But what about a practice session? Nope, that's hidden from the public. This one little filter makes sure only the right people are seeing the right events. So clever. The event manager also gets to set something called a decision date. You can think of it like an automated safety net. If an event needs, let's say, 10 players to even happen, and it doesn't get 10 signups by that date, the system just cancels it automatically. It saves everybody a ton of time and hassle. And this is key. Nothing goes live by accident. The event manager can tweak and configure everything behind the scenes, and only when they are 100% ready do they hit publish. It gives them complete control over the whole announcement. All right, we've done all the back-end setup. Now let's see how this all comes together to create a smooth experience for the entire community once an event is actually live. This is really where all that hard work pays off. So first up, you've got a local coach who's just browsing for gigs. They spot the Badminton Open, they see it needs coaches, and with one click of that Coach Now button, they're in. It's as simple as that. At the exact same time, a player who's looking for a tournament finds the event. They see there are still open spots, they click Participate Now, and bam, they are officially in the competition. And of course, you've got someone in the community who just loves watching badminton. They see the event listed, they want to go, so they click Attend Now, and boom, their spot in the audience is saved. See? 3 different people, one simple, unified way to get involved. But it goes so much deeper than just signing up. If the tournament fills up, players can hop on a waitlist. After the games, coaches can fill out detailed feedback forms for their players. And on the day of the event, anybody can get directions to the venue right from the app. It's a truly connected system. So what does all this careful digital organization really add up to? I mean, for the person who owns the facility, the school or the community center, what's the big picture payoff here? Well, it really all boils down to 3 huge outcomes. And these don't just organize the chaos, they actually help transform a simple space into a real, thriving enterprise. First, there's monetization. It creates a really simple way to charge people to participate or attend. Second, communication becomes seamless. Everything from alerts to feedback lives in one central place. And finally, and maybe most importantly, community engagement. It builds a real local sports ecosystem by making it just effortless for everyone to connect. And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it?
As technology gets better and better at handling all the nitty-gritty logistics, maybe the next great innovation in sports isn't about the game itself, but about the platform that brings all the people who love that game together.